Hi there, this is Kari, and I am here with Cheryl and Colleen, Consistently Creative Crew, and we created the Ruffin It Project Recipe by Creative Memories this evening, traditionally. And since we just wrapped that up, I wanted to go ahead and do this layout digitally using Artisan, so people who might be interested in doing that would be able to also follow some instructions. So I wanted to just show you what the layout looked like. You can see that on the 2 pages, we have a thin strip at the top. We have a slightly thicker strip at the bottom. There are some rectangles on both pages, a couple of banner strips, and there's some half circles here. So we got a number of things that we can do and utilize on this, and it holds 6 photos as designed, which is really kind of a nice way to do it. And as we were discussing doing the traditional layout, if you don't like having these banners pointing in towards the center, you can always put the 2 layouts, make the left the right page and the right the left page. So that way you end up having the banners pointing outside the layout instead of into the middle. So there's a couple of options. And the cutting guide, if you were doing this traditionally, use 3 different sheets of paper. And it's mostly, it's rectangles, banner strips, a circle that's cut in half, and a few thin strips. So I also will show the advisor guide. So if you were interested in the color combinations of the papers that Creative Memories was recommending, they have 3 different suggested paper pairings here that might give you a couple of ideas for different papers that you could use. They have 2 sheets that are the base, and then they have 2 additional sheets of paper that they cut. And one of the papers that they cut, they use the reverse side for the circle, which you don't have to do digitally, but sometimes it helps to know what you're going to be doing before you start out. So with this layout, while it is not a mirror image, I am going to actually just create the left page, and then I'm going to create the mirror image for the right and make the adjustments for the right, because there's a lot of things that are pretty much the same, and that will just save me a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a little picture here on the side with the left side of the project recipe kit, so that way I can actually look at it and get some colors here. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to start with the insert ribbon, shape, rectangle. I'm going to use a 12 by 12 just for the base, and I'm going to go ahead and fill it here with the solid color that's in the background. And then I'm going to click create, and I'm going to use the quick access toolbar to put this up in the upper right with making the X0 and the Y0. Then I'm going to make those 2 little banner strips, and the one is 3/8 of an inch. So it's going to be 12 by 0.375. And this one I'm going to make a little bit darker blue, like that. And click create. And again, I'm just going to use the X and the Y of 0 and 0. And I think I'm going to make it actually a little bit darker. So I'm going to just go over here. I'm going to try to get slightly darker blue there. All right. And now I'm going to just copy this one. So right click copy, right click paste. And now I want to have this one be 3/4 of an inch, so 0.75. And I want it to be down at the bottom. So I'm going to put it at 11.25 for the Y. So this one, if you make the X0, the Y 11.25, the width is still 12 and the height is 3/4 of an inch. So then I am going to create these 2 red rectangles. So this one is 6 5. And I'm going to sample that red color. And there are 2 of these on this page, and they're against the edge. One's against the right edge, one's against the left edge. So I'm going to right-click copy, right-click paste, and put that down here. Then I have a half circle, which I will go ahead and put in. So when I do that, when I insert the shape, there is a geometric shape that's a half ellipse. And if I choose a 5 by 2.5, I'm just going to fill it with the white. And then click create, and then rotate it. Now, if you end up filling this with some kind of directional paper, you might want to flatten it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So that way, when it fills, it will fill the right side up. Then I have a photo mat over here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That one's 4.5 by 4.5. And it is going to be this lighter blue color. And I'm just going to kind of line it up so it's the center point of both the red rectangle above it and the red rectangle next to it. And then I have these 2 banner strips. So I'm going to create one of them, and then I'm going to make the banner cut and then just copy and paste it. So this one is 6 by 1.5 inches, and it really doesn't matter how long you make it because you're going to be tucking it underneath the circles, and if you need to make it bigger, you can. But this is the largest one. So I am going to use a ruler marker here just to line it up on the center line here because that'll make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to go right-click shape, edit shape, and then I'm going to grab this point that's here in the center, and I'm just going to pull it in, and I'm using this line as a guide so I don't end up getting it too far off to one side or too far off to the other. And that's pretty good, and I'm going to click OK. So I'm going to zoom back out, and this I'm going to copy and paste. And one of them is going to be filled with the red color. And since I've used that red color recently, it's in my color picker. And I can put it there. I'm going to put the blue one. And I would like the blue one on top. And I would like both of those underneath my, not only my white half circle, but also underneath my red piece. So now I'm going to remove all tabs. So I believe that I have all of the papers taken care of now. So I'm going to add the 3 photo mats. So there were 2 of them that were 6 by 4. And I'm going to put one up there. I'm going to copy and paste. Put the second one down here. And then there's one more that was 4 by 4. So that's, I'm just inserting a new one, and I'm using the alignment helpers 2nd and 5th in order to get that to line up. And I'm going to go ahead and save that layout. All right, I believe I've got everything on this. So once it's done saving, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the panel on the right-hand side where the pages are. And if I click the drop-down arrow, I can insert a mirror image of this page. And I'm going to do that because mainly I've got the half circles, I've got the banners, I've got the strips at the top, and I don't have to recreate those again. And I can always adjust the sizes of any of the other things. Now, when it brings in the mirrored image before the page I was on. So now I'm going to just switch them. So now I'm going to just make some adjustments to the right-hand page to make it all work. So the things that I need to shift is I need to shift this all down. So I've got grab the half circle and the two banners. I'm going to shift that one up. And I'm going to kind of align it with the one that's already there because I think when I line it up, I'd still like it to align. So the things I have to do is this one is now supposed to be 6.5 inches. This one is now going to be a portrait photo, so it's going to be 4 by 6. And then this red shape is gone. And I believe that I now have everything set up here with that. So I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to view the 2-page spread so we can just see what it looks like. And I think there's still a few people who are here who will be able to share their digital layouts when I get ready. So as soon as this page loads, hopefully, there we go. So I think that is pretty much how it looks. I'm going to just pull down the project recipe so you can see it one more time. So again, we have these 3 photos on the left, 3 on the right, banners on both pages, half circles, strips at the top. And then you can make the layout yours and fill it in with whatever you would like. And it comes together pretty easily. So I did the layout digitally using some pictures of our puppies who, when they were really little, and I used the Creative Memories Fur Buddies collection, and it's kind of humorous that she climbed in the second level of the coffee table, and then she eventually got too big to go in there, but it was really kind of entertaining when she would climb up there because we'd turn around and she was up there. So, so I'm going to stop sharing. So somebody else, Lynn, do you want to share?
Sure, I'll share.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Pretty colors, Lynn.
I like the colors there. I think that worked out very well. You were
That
saying
came
you weren't
together really good.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I used And the Story Begins bundle by Laura Berger.
Oh, yeah. Really, really nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. Miss Cinda, will you share yours too?
Sure. Let's see, I can show that part.
Oh, that's so nice. Merry
That
Grinchmas
Grinch is cute.
Thanks.
And those
I used,
stockings.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
really cute.
That stocking paper worked real well.
oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
Um,
that does.
That was Merry Grinchmas, and who's it by?
Laura, LJS Designs.
Oh,
Lori
okay.
Starcher.
All right. Well, good job.
Nice. I like it. I look
Okay.
forward to seeing what
Cute.
photos you end up with in there. That'll be really
Yes.
fun.
Now I gotta stop sharing though. There we go.
So do either of our traditional people want to share on our digital recording since we normally do it the other way around?
I can.
Okay, I will spotlight you.
I added
Oh, very nice. Oh, I
nice.
like the
Yeah.
cameras that you added.
cameras.
That works.
Contrasting the heart.
Yeah.
Contrasting a little.
In the center. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
Very
like it.
nice.
And I
Turned out
like it.
well.
I flipped the layout.
Yeah,
But
that's okay.
that's what works for me.
okay.
Yeah,
It
I think
works.
that's going to be the case for a lot of people. Okay, Vivian, do you still have yours handy? Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, actually, I put it away already.
Okay, no worries.
Thank
No
you.
worries. Yeah, no worries. All right, so I'm just gonna put this back up here. So thanks so much for watching. And if you do create a layout, please share it on our Consistently Creative Croppers Facebook group. And if you watched the video and liked it, give us a comment or give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you are looking for the instructions and you don't have them, feel free to go to the Consistently Creative Croppers Facebook group. We posted them there. But if you don't have access to that, you're always welcome to email us at consistentlycreativecrew@gmail.com. So thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Thanks, Kari.
Thank you.
Bye.